Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we are just gonna blab and talk about why I am hating short form content.
It has literally become the bane of my existence.
And I really hate that for me. Alright, so we're gonna go down the rabbit hole. First of all, I just want to explain my start with short form content. I started with Instagram and I had just had my son and I was determined to lose the weight. So literally going on there, documenting my journey, sharing my weight loss story and all that stuff was just very helpful for me at the time. Like, I was loving it. I was loving sharing. I was loving making videos. I was just really having a good time because I was new to strength training. This was something that I had not done before. So I was like, okay, I'm getting into it. I'm seeing people on the internet get into it. It took my life by storm, honestly. So I was like, okay, this is fun. I can get G with this. I was sharing my weight loss. I was losing weight. I was just having a good time. I was making new friends and building a community. I thought, like, wow, I've been missing out on this all my life. Like, why haven't I started making videos earlier? This is literally what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, that's how I felt. And as time went on, and for a long time, I wasn't really building like a huge following. I say about 2,000 followers at the time, and I was fine with that. I didn't know anything more than that, and I was having a good time. So it just really didn't matter. And then one day I posted a video about being in the Navy and how I always felt like I was overweight, even though I was a very active person. I was a very fit person, but the way the standards were in the military at that time, I was always labeled as a fatty. And I was smaller than I am now. But y'all, the Navy just wasn't checking for a short, thick girl. Depending on your height, you had to be a certain weight. And honestly, I was just never making that weight. I started this workout with 20 minutes on the Stairmaster, and honestly, it thought it had me. Kind of like how the Navy thought it had me by making me do more workouts because I couldn't pass my weigh-ins. But plot twist, I love working out. And I get to do it during the workday. Sign me up. So this program was called FEP, and honestly, I don't remember what it stands for, but everybody used to call it the Fat People Program. In this program, we had to do a bunch of cardio, nothing like these pull-ups, okay? And honestly, at this point, these pull-ups are moving like butter. Can y'all see it? Do y'all see it? Yeah, you see it. And in FEP, there were people in there that probably truly needed to be there, but honestly, I was a rock star there, okay? They loved me. I was running back and forth, left and right. They couldn't stop me, okay? Unfortunately, the military was judging me on how big or how small I was, as opposed to how many lat pull-downs I can do or dumbbell curls I can do, which is not a lot, but I mean, I'm strong. Anyways, the triceps are growing, and the Navy eventually realized that the scale measurements can be a poor indicator of strength and fitness, and they began to measure our waist. And as y'all know, I don't have one, so I was able to pass it. So just like the military, I encourage you to watch this video and note that while the scale is useful, so is feeling better in your clothes, having more energy, and becoming a strong, fit muscle mommy. I shared that video, and a lot of people resonated with that, and that's when my following started growing. When that happened, I was like,
yeah, I gotta peace out of here.
I got overwhelmed. I got overstimulated. People were following me. People were commenting. It was just a lot for me. It was a lot for me. So I did peace out for about 2 or 3 months after my initial surge of followers started on Instagram. And then as time went, I started getting a little bit more comfortable. The community that I was building was a lot more personable than I thought it could ever be, because before I had internet people, internet friends or acquaintances, mutuals, whatever you want to call them. And you know, that was kind of that. But then it started growing to a point where like I was meeting people that I was talking to on the DMs like pretty regularly. So I was like, okay, this is different. Like, I actually have people that I would consider like kind of friends, you know? I don't know, I'm kind of scared to say that people on the internet could be my friends, but that's how I felt. I felt like, okay, I'm making friends. So that was new for me, and that kind of kept me on the platform, and I really liked it. And then TikTok came about. Before, I was a little bit nervous to get on there, but when I did, I started growing a following pretty quickly, like most people do on TikTok. I was just enjoying social media. I was enjoying posting. I was enjoying editing. I was enjoying coming up with ideas. It was something that I was like, okay, you found your niche, girl. You found it. So mind you, at this point, I have been doing social media for about, right now, I'll say like 5 years. And last year, I could say I was kind of like feeling the fall for me happening, where I was just not finding the love. Like, I was having to force myself to love it, you know? And that was happening for a whole entire year. Like, I'm telling you, I was trying to make fetch happen. I was forcing it, okay? Like, whenever I had a little bit of motivation, I was like, all right, video idea, edit. Like, I was just trying to throw stuff at the wall because I felt like my same strategy that I was using before just wasn't really working. And when I say strategy, I don't mean like my sole focus on social media isn't to necessarily grow a following, but it is to put out quality content that I enjoy putting out. And I was having a hard time doing that, okay? it was just a lot. It was just a lot. You know, as the year started progressing, 2025 just started progressing, I was just finding that I'm falling more out of love with it. And I was thinking maybe it's because of my niche. Maybe because my niche is fitness and I'm just not feeling very fitnessy right now. I'm not feeling sharing my fitness journey. Sharing my fitness journey before for me was like accountability for me. And right now, it's just... it's not helping me. Like, if anything is hindering me, because like in the morning time when I'm going to the gym or before I go to the gym, I'm thinking about a video idea instead of just going to the gym and pushing myself hard. So honestly, right now it's kind of feeling like a hindrance to me more so than it is for accountability. And that has changed over the time, over time, because 3-4 years ago, that wasn't the case. Like, making videos was holding me accountable to going to the gym, because I knew I had to make a video at the gym. So I needed to take my butt to the gym. And I needed to work hard at the gym, and I needed to show up with results at the gym so that I could, you know, motivate people or like show people that you can lose weight by lifting weights as a woman. You know, I had all the things, and now I'm just like, I just don't want to feel super obsessed about my weight anymore. I don't even really want to be super obsessed about my body. And as a fitness creator, I mean, you have to show your body, like you have to show what it is you're working for at the gym. And it could be just my own pressure on myself, but whatever it is, it's literally pushing me further and further away of this like short form content. So now in present day, I'm really struggling, and I'm feeling like maybe I just need to take a break from the app and just relax. But also I get scared because, you know, if you take a break from the app, your engagement is gonna suck. And if my motivation to post is the same now as it's gonna be like 2 months from now, once my break is over, I'm definitely not gonna want to post, especially if my engagement's trash. Like, please. I get paid a little bit of coin off of social media, but like at the end of the day, I have a 9 to 5, I have a full-time job, my husband has a job. Like, this Instagram, social media is not where we get our coin from. So I do try to keep it as fun, loving as possible. Like, I'm not fishing or farming for followers or really even brands at this point. I'm just kind of,
I don't really know what I'm doing over there. Okay, so
right now I feel like I just want to make YouTube my main, where I'm putting my creativity at, because I can express myself a little bit more, and short form content is just not doing it for me like it used to. I get on the internet and like I see people talking about, you know, expensive gym wear, you know, and it's just not exciting me like it used to. Like, now I kind of feel stupid posting about some $60 tights that I think are cute. Like, yeah, they're cute, but like, also maybe because I'm 32 now. Like, I'm not 21 years old. Things that used to impress me don't impress me now. Like, there's just a lot of things that I care about now that I probably didn't care so much about before when I was older. So that also makes it a little bit harder for me to just like scroll on the internet or like post short form content that I feel is kind of meaningless in a way. And when you're posting on social media, like, sometimes you have to post meaningless stuff. Like, I don't care what anybody says. If they're like, oh, I only post like very important tutorials. Like, girl, like, a lot of that stuff is meaningless because you have to post so often in order to keep your engagement up. Like, girl, sometimes you gotta post some shit that just don't mean nothing. Like, it's cute, that's all. That's why you post it, because it's cute, and that's fine. Don't get me wrong, that's fine. But for me, that's just not feeding my soul anymore, and that's not really feeding my creativity anymore. And as a very creative person, I need something that's gonna feed my creativity constantly. So that is why I'm moving over to YouTube specifically. If I decide to post on Instagram, or if I have like a bright idea or whatever, I'll do that. But I just don't want to feel that pressure anymore. I just want to feel like, because I don't have that many followers on YouTube, but so I feel like I could just do whatever, you know. Are y'all gonna accept me? Do you like me? I don't know. So I just want to be a little more freeform, okay? Instagram, she got me in a chain. She got me in a lock and chain. Like, I can't really be freeform like that. And don't get me started on the clock app. Have you guys seen those new terms and conditions? Yeah, I wouldn't sign my worst enemy up for that. So honestly, I feel like I'm just gonna get off of that app as well, because why? Like, the terms and conditions are so like rigid and locked down. It feels stalkerish. It feels like, what? I don't want anybody to have this much power over me. But I do also understand that when you have an app that is for free, just know that it's not free. You're paying for it with your data. You're paying for it with the things that you say. You're paying for it by teaching their algorithm, their AI algorithm, how to solicit to you or how to get things out of you. So nothing is for free. But honestly, at this point that I'm at, I just don't feel like it's just worth it anymore, you know. I do enjoy talking to people that I follow, my mutuals. I do enjoy making videos for people that like watching my videos. I enjoy commenting and supporting other people on the app, but it's just like feeling like it's just really not that worth it. And some people are like, oh, you know, go to this app, blah, 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 blah. I really don't want anything to replace the clock app for me, because the clock app has shortened my attention span. It has it's just done a lot of things that I just don't need a replacement for. Like, why am I replacing my poison with some more poison? You know what I mean? Just because my poison is becoming a little bit more poisonous doesn't mean that I want to replace it with some more poison. So I just think I'm going to be done with that and head over to YouTube. But anyways, this is the end of this video, and I will talk to y'all later. Also, can we just give it up for the skin? I'm having a good skin day, and I'm a girl with some textured ass skin, okay? A bump will pop up. Honestly, if a bump popped up, I would never know, because I always have bumps on my face. I always have a little bit of extra texture, like a orange. I think of my face like an orange, but I feel like I'm having a good skin day. And plus, I'm filming with my Sony ZV-E1, and she is always good quality. Okay, the quality is always tea. But anyways, until next time, I'll see y'all later. Peace.